If you use Gate Exchange or are considering using Gate.io Exchange, I have an important update for you of my personal experience on June the 5th, 2021. It was a harrowing 12 hours for me, and I will update you on how I decided to handle it. I did post a video about an emergency warning with them. Anyway, I'm going to get into that in a moment about where I'm at now and what I'm anticipating. And then, of course, you have to do your own due diligence. But I just feel that I've sung Gates' praises and said, hey, sign up for it, because I would never recommend something that I'm not using myself. Now I've given this warning, which you can see from the Gate playlist on Crypto Angel Network. And now I'm going to share with you why I am very, very, very nervous of Gate Exchange, and I will not be using it moving forward, which is very sad for me, but I want to minimize my risk here. And so I'm going to get into the details specifically of what happened. I'm Joanna Garzilli. This is Crypto Angel Network. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, for making sure you hit that bell so that you get all my notifications, for sharing the video, liking, and of course your comments. And I'm going to be sharing some of your comments as well. And this whole thing with Gate, it spurred off in the first place from some comments from you. I'd gone into my account and checked, and then it got really, really scary. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here, and let's get into this. Perfect. So, all right. Now, another thing is sometimes, and I've just left it here for now. I have to reply to your comments, even though I'm going to address them here. I mean, I've just been processing everything that's been going on in this past 24 hours. Whenever you see this thing where it says Crypto Angel Network, thank you for your feedback, more information, WhatsApp, blah, 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 with a number, for those of you who are newer to the channel, that is not me. Please do not report it as spam, because that is someone impersonating my channel, and then you're putting a red mark against me that I'm a spammer, and obviously I would not do this. And you're going to see these every single time I post. This is what comes up. It's on every single reply. It's some type of bot. So just know that I'm never going to say WhatsApp. And also watch out from these spammers that have this long sort of reply, and they'll say, oh, my trader on Telegram. And then there'll be 15 replies and likes. And that's not me. All right. So Lightwater said, because I was talking about Bitmart. Just a caution on buying crypto with credit cards. I've gone down that path with Binance and Simplex. Guess what? It's cash advance. Was my experience with Bitmart, that I noticed that there were these whopping fees. And yeah, I mean, it costs enough as it is for going and doing trades. And especially if one is deciding to do swing trades, or you're newer to trading. What I found was when I started trading, I was going in and out of things left, right, and center, because I was so indecisive and trying to figure things out. And so you want to be really, really careful. For example, on Coinbase, on the main Coinbase, not Coinbase Pro, if you go and pay with a credit card, I think they charge you 4% fee instead of using your debit card, which is 1.5%, which if you're using Coinbase Pro, you use your checking account only, and it's around, like, their highest rate is I think it's 0.7, around 7%, but if you are doing more volume, then it's around 0.5%, and even as low as 0.25%. So you've got to just make sure you check with your rates there. Now, Ray Clamaco is saying, so far my account is good. Whether you're a US citizen of any country, must use a VPN. I'm going to get down to what happened with me here, and from what Theo Payne shared, and how it set this whole thing in motion. Okay, Meza, you had to increase playback to 1.5%. What, on my last video? Was I talking too slowly? Sometimes I feel like I need to slow down. Sometimes I speed up, and I can't please everyone, but I will do my best. I'm talking faster right now. Thank you, DK Crypto. Yeah, happy Sunday to me. Well, that was yesterday. I spent all day trading and just getting all my stuff off of Gate Exchange. What happened to the Sun coin? Okay, we're not. Thank you, Scott Cooper. Tasmanian Devil said he's never had any problems with Bitmart. And here's the thing: each one of us has a different experience. Some people have had problems with some exchanges, and other people find it absolutely fine. And I think it just depends on what country you're in, maybe what computer you have, what phone you have, restrictions within your state. These are all things that you have to figure out after all your research what works best for you. So Paul, I want to address this with Paul. Thank you, Paul H. had said, watching you try to put, this was on my last video under the Gate playlist where I talked about the emergency where I was trying to go and do a trade and nothing was happening. And Paul had said, watching you try and put the zeros in to sell, LOL, I did this too, took ages to work out. You need to put 0.0, you can't just type 0. I think it helps keep people safe. Imagine trying to sell something for 1.11, accidentally typing 0.11111 and hitting enter. So Paul, what happened to me, and this was on the video, is that, look, if you can see here, this happened to me on every single token. I would go to try and do a trade, do something. Safe Mars trading is currently not offered in your location due to the regulation requirements, blah, 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 blah. Okay, read the rules or leave. And this kept happening to me, and I could, nothing was occurring. Now, I had done multiple trades on Gate before, many trades, and I was having no issue at all. When I got this notification come up, which happened live when I was recording that last video, the emergency one on Gate, it wouldn't let me do anything. And I was putting it in different ways. I was trying one, when I hopped off of that video, I kept trying for another 2 hours, and I eventually went to sleep because I think it was 3 a.m. here, and I didn't do anything. So there was definitely a glitch. Since I have managed to trade with everything, and that signal was, this message, this notification was lifted from the professional part. Let me just show you what I mean by that. Under Gate, when you go and when one goes and trades under where you've got spot trading and professional, under professional that notice was gone, but if I went to standard, that notification was still coming up. Now just stick with me, I have more important information from some of you here in the community, and from what you've shared with Gate with your experience. So let's see. Tasmanian Devil says, I will be glad to get off of Gate. Can't wait till Safe, I think, is that Safe Mars or Safe Moon comes out with their exchange USA. I think maybe are you talking about Safe Moon? Okay, Crypto News, who is one of our regular crypto angels, said, thanks for the info on Gate. I moved everything from Gate.io to a wallet. They took quite a chunk with the withdrawal fees. Yes, because this was the other really crazy thing that happened, and I wish that, I wish I could sort of I should have probably shared it in real time and done a video when I was doing it, but it was just too intense for me. So I put in, as this started happening, eventually I got back on the exchange the next morning. So this was 12 hours of hell. And I put in a sell order for my Gate. I just went, this is too frightening for me. I had looked all over their website for a notice of where are these changing regulations coming. And when I went to go and sell the Gate, which I did, which I felt, this was a while back when I explained in the last video as well, October 2020, I had the notice from Binance.com. I loved using Binance. And they were like, if you're a US citizen, you have to basically get everything off of the exchange. I'd already gone through that. I held Binance coin. I bought it when it was $2, and now it's in the hundreds of dollars. And so what I ended up doing was I sold my Gate, and I felt really frustrated by that because I was planning to hold it for a long time. Now, one of the things I learned afterwards is I transferred a number of my tokens over to a cold wallet, which is actually a Coinbase. It's Coinbase wallet, not Coinbase Exchange, but Coinbase wallet. And a number of tokens were there that I was able to move that across and get off the exchange. And then I learned, so if I don't know what each one of you is going to do who is on Gate, but what I found afterwards was I could have kept my Gate token and just transferred it over to Coinbase wallet, held it there, and then I guess I could have maybe traded it on, I'm not sure, I didn't check if it's on Uniswap. I think it might be on Uniswap as well. Now, another problem I had was when I thought, oh, well, if I want to trade something on Uniswap, and I did some research on this Coinbase wallet, since the Uniswap upgrade to version 3, it is not, like, the transaction just times out. So with Coinbase wallet, I was not able to do any trade on Uniswap. Are any of you using Coinbase wallet with version 3 of Uniswap? I tried to do it with version 2 as well. It still wasn't working. So, and I've seen that some people have been, I guess, losing their funds when they're using MetaMask, unless you're someone like Kuchi Sensei or Stephen Harrison, who is, or Justin Barr, who is used to using these, the decentralized exchanges. So yes, I feel very, very frustrated with what's happened with this, like you, crypto news. It's just, and here's the other thing. I go, partly in my head, I'm wondering what is going to happen next with Gate. You know, I'd given predictions of sort of in a year from now, 2022, $100 plus. You know, maybe because there are not many US users of Gate, very, very few, and it is mostly, a lot of the community is coming out of Asia, that maybe it will still go towards those prices, that perhaps it'll still stay on track for that. The other thing is that I have done videos on US dollar Tether, and a huge amount of the trading pairs on Gate, a massive amount of them, are a massive amount of these trading pairs are US dollar Tether. Tons of them, tons and tons and tons. And so the other thing that I've noticed is so many tokens. Wow, they've got 737 entries here, 737 tokens, it looks like, on here. I also learned that where there were 8,500 cryptocurrencies, I guess in this past few months, almost another over 2,000 tokens have been added to the cryptocurrency markets. It's a lot. So if you are new to crypto, please be very, very, very careful what you go for. But the problem, what I was going to say, or what I experienced, was when I went to go and get my stuff off the exchange. I know I was not the only one experiencing this. I have taken things on and off the exchange. I've gone between Binance US and Gate, and I've gone between Coinbase Pro and Gate. And with this, it said slow queue, and like elevated fees for being able to do US dollar Tether, and that it was giving a warning that it would take a long time. So people were obviously, you know, getting nervous, taking their funds off the exchange. And so what I did instead was I actually converted, I changed my US dollar Tether to Bitcoin, and then I moved the Bitcoin off of there over to Coinbase. And another reason I'm doing that is because when I did sort of look at US dollar Tether, I mean, I don't think US dollar Tether is going to go down because there's just too much of it for the marketplace. But I do feel that maybe the regulations are coming faster. To me, this is a warning. You know, I've done, again, go and look at my videos on US dollar Tether. I've done a number of videos on it, and I thought, oh, well, maybe I'm just being too cautious. Maybe I'm overreacting here. And then I mentioned the other day, if you haven't seen it, that Coinbase went and hired a policymaker to work directly with the SEC, who was formerly the policymaker, the law doing, you know, the deals for Goldman Sachs, and also worked for the White House. And so, and I know that from my research for the Attorney General and reading of New York and reading those reports, that Coinbase was the only one that was fully cooperating. fully like, open conversations with the AG, showing everything, discussing everything, being totally transparent. Gate refused to, Binance refused to. I understand Binance, maybe they're sort of frustrated with it, they don't want to have to comply with things, but why not? If we are trying to move this entire industry forward, and there are scammers in the industry, and there are SHIT coins projects with rug pulling, and we've seen that there have been a number of scam coins that have been there historically, and there's a number of them that are out there now. So I do think it's important that I would like to personally see everything fully, to have decentralization. But the reality is that as more and more institutions come in, I think regulation is coming faster. And I do wonder if a next leg of investigation is coming. I think that what happened was sort of like how FEG token the other day came under scrutiny, that they had recently listed with the Chinese government, and then they said, right, we've got to stop trading with FEG, although it seems that it's still there. I think that Gate is being extremely cautious. And the thing to me that, and I'm going to go back to another very valuable comment from one of the in our community in a moment. Oh gosh, who was it that said it? That oh my goodness, let me just go down to it a sec. I'm going to find it. Yeah, Rated says, that's why I use MetaMask. Exchanges are con men. You do not hold the keys to your coins. Decentralization is the only way to go. Well, I mean, I think Rated, you're really good at using decentralized exchanges, but for someone like me who has only just been doing this a few months, you're right. I'm not at that point yet. I was forced from what happened to Gate to sort of move towards that, and I realized that that's the next leg of what I need to learn to be able to do. And I think as the decentralized exchanges become more and more user friendly, it will be easier for people. So I mean, you make a great point there. Then Kuchi Sensor was saying, what wallets do you recommend? Crypto News uses a lot of wallets, to Ledger Nano and Trust Wallet. And like I said, I'm using Coinbase Wallet, and so far so good with having my tokens on there. And Crypto News says that Ledger is the most secure, it's cold storage. Yes, I understand that it is as well. My fear is always, well, what if I do something with the key, or I mess something up? But I suppose that's with anything. It's like having a physical wallet. It's just overcoming these hurdles. But I think these are really important points and great conversations. And so Kuchi says, is it worth spending the extra money for the X, or is the S model fine? Crypto News says, if you get a ledger, but it's directly from the manufacturer, never buy on eBay or Amazon. It's been known that people manipulate the ledger and try to sell it to you on Amazon and eBay. And when you hook up the device and send to your wallet, you lose your money. Always buy directly from manufacturer. Crypto News, brilliant. Thank you. This is why it is important to subscribe to the channel, to Crypto Angel Network, if you're not already, not just to listen to me. Because like I said, I'm learning too. You are seeing my learning process, where I've gone from being a total beginner to being intermediate, and I'm working towards becoming an expert. This is why we have people, amazing people within the community, where we get to learn from our experiences, what's working, what isn't working. Okay. Well, Kuchi says, I have the S, I should have bought the X. The S has limited storage space for the apps. Every time I want to add more apps, I have to uninstall the other apps. From my understanding, the X, you have more storage and don't need to uninstall. You can just add the apps. I bought the 3-pack Nano S, but should have bought the Nano X. From my research, they say that the ledger is more secure and hasn't been hacked yet. So if anyone here is going to get a hardware wallet, it sounds like that the Nano X is the way to go. I don't have one yet. Like I said, I'm on the Coinbase wallet, and and this is something that I'm thinking that maybe I need to move towards, because I do still, for example, I have my Ethereum. I mean, I have a chunk of stuff on the main central exchange of Coinbase, and I know that when the recent Vitalik Buterin referred to it, the crash we had recently, as the great crypto crash. They thought, oh, great. Like the Great Depression, right? Great. Oh, this is great. We're crashing. That he talked about storage and wallets and all this side of things. But I thought, yeah, that when that happened, that Coinbase was down. And that was really, really frightening. So, yeah, when things get a little bit crazy, and I know that Coinbase has never had a hack and that they're insured. So again, the fees are a bit higher with Coinbase, but for me, moving forward, after all the research I've done, I just took what happened with Gate the other day. I thank God I was able then to get my stuff off the exchange. But yeah, I want to be open. I want to be transparent with you. I am not using it moving forward. And I am slightly, and I know that because I think some of these bigger regulations are coming down the pipe fast, I am concerned with using Binance US as well, even though I really like it as an exchange. I love using Gate. I love the whole way it's set up. I love Binance as well. I think they're great. I just don't feel safe as a US citizen using them. And Be Greater says Pig, Safe Mars, and some of the other meme coins are BEP20 tokens. So that goes on the Binance Smart Chain. You can keep them in your personal wallet and trade on decentralized exchanges, PancakeSwap. I just had a nightmare setting that up. And I wonder I tried to do, which wallet? I tried to do it in my Coinbase wallet. I couldn't. I tried to set up a trust wallet. I wasn't able to do that. I know that there's SafePal as well. Does anyone else have any experience with this? Not just like for me, but for others in the community who are trying to figure things out, if you have specifically gone through this. And Mario Android likes a KuCoin exchange. I understand there are multiple steps to getting onto that exchange, and you can't do certain things on there as a US citizen as well. I mean, everything is really starting to be cracked down more and more. And this is why I've said from a number of my videos months ago that I think that 2021 is the last year of the Wild West. And that as we move into probably by mid-2022, things are going to be very, very different. I don't know what a Pumper Pay. I don't know that project. Yeah, Theo, we need to have some lightheartedness, right? Recommended video poses for crypto yoga video. Dog, up or down? Yes, downward facing dog, upward facing dog. Depending on what these dog coins or Doge coins doing. Lion, cat, Inu coin. Oh yes, oh yeah. Lion's breath, right? Cat, cow pose. Is there a cow token? Sun salutation for the sun coin. Frog swap, frog pose, yes. Pigeon pose. Oh, I love pigeon pose. A good hip opener for bird money. Meditation for Om Mantra, Dow coin. And monkey pose. God, I'm trying to remember what monkey pose is for Feg. These are brilliant. I love it. This is fantastic. Yeah, I seriously need that. That'll be fun. Okay, we already talked with from Rated there. So let's just get back to this stuff of where the whole frenzy started off with Gate, and we did my emergency video. Joanna, update on my last comment on Gate.io's 90-day withdrawal requirement for US citizens. One, I spoke with a rep, April, via live chat, and she informed me there has been no new restrictions to my area, Chicago, Illinois, and for other US citizens outside of Washington State and New York. The 90-day withdrawal notice I saw earlier for SafeMoon and Keisha Inu has been removed, so there was an obvious glitch with their website. Check your account, see if you still see those 90-day notices for Gate, Pig, etc. What I don't like is the extra 10% fee they charge for withdrawals. Yeah, that's newer. I saw that they've started adding these extra fees, and then when you buy, there's like a 4% fee, there's a 10% fee. This is all newer stuff that has just happened recently. And what was terrifying was suddenly not being, I'm still seeing some of those notices about trading. So I sold, I was planning to hold on to some of these meme coins I had, and these other more very high risk projects like Pig, like Safe Mars, like Safe Moon. I sold the whole effing lot. I'm taking my loss on it, and I got out of them, and I'll do it as harvestable tax loss. I'm still up overall in my portfolio. And I actually, I just simplified my portfolio. I have I've gone back to having just over a third of a Bitcoin, and then I actually did get more Shiba Inu. I'm going to do a separate video on that and why. And who knows, I say I'm going to do one thing, and then it's like I just see that I don't know what I don't know, and I look at whatever that next move is going to be. I thought I wanted to stay on, like I said, I wanted to stay engaged to at least $100. I was going to take some profit, a small bit of profit when it would hit $17. But when this happened to me, that is just a warning sign. I've been having sort of these intuitions and researching deeper with US dollar tether and researching all the regulations, and then just to go through that experience where suddenly I had close to 16,000 US dollars locked up on the exchange that could have just been gone, poof, inaccessible, was really, really scary. Yes, I could afford to lose it. It would have felt absolutely horrific. I would have lived with it because there is a risk. There is a risk with all of this, with doing the crypto. So the update on my end was I was able to sell the tokens. From what Paul said about the zeros, very glitchy, weird. From in the past, I could just type the numbers in. I couldn't do it. And like I showed you before with the spot exchange, with the basic trading, it still has that warning coming up, but it's not coming up on the professional. Too scary for me. I just can't, I'm not going to risk it, because at any moment, suddenly it could all be inaccessible again. And so I am out of it. And maybe like for you, like I said, in a different part of the country, it's it's going to be fine for you. Don't sell right now with Bitcoin down so much. I think it's all relative. I like what Vitalik Buterin said about parallel universes. I've gone and bought Shiba right on the dip. There was a big dip, and I got in there on that, and I converted to Bitcoin. And I just figure, I'm still up overall, and thank God I didn't buy at the all-time high. And a lot of these things, from my Ethereum still up, my Polygon's still up. Not everything is up, but overall my portfolio is up. Look at Now's Finance. I don't know that, but with top investors like Coinbase Ventures, but that's interesting. Well, I'll check that out. That is not me. Again, here, spammer. Coochie says, I'm slightly nervous about crypto.com now, since their headquarter is in Hong Kong. And it's interesting, Coochie, what you say with that, because this is where I'm looking at with Binance being registered out of Malta. And again, I know that they're huge, but Malta is considered like a tax haven as well. What if something goes, I just wonder what is going to happen with everything. Anyway, so you're saying, they have offices in a bunch of countries. Exactly. And they use banks local to the users to hold the fiat. But still, I wonder. And this goes back to the thing of like where I was talking about US dollar tether that is financed by the Panamanian bank, and it doesn't have any auditing from a US registered auditor, say like US dollar coin does. So yes, we have to be careful. Well, you don't have to be careful. When I say you, I mean you out there, and I'm not referring to Coochie either. I'm just saying we've each one got to be responsible for whatever we do with our finances. Coochie says, when I'm in market fear mode, which kicked in this past month, at least 95% of my crypto I keep in wallets in case exchanges get up to shenanigans when I'm asleep away from technology. Brilliant. Obviously, it's not advice from Coochie, but brilliant experience. That's my hodl secret that lets me feel a little more free from scary news. Yeah, seriously. Justin Barr says, crypto.com is a massive company now with new projects constantly in the works. They'll be around in the US forever. I wouldn't worry about them at all. Gate.io has always been one of the sketchy exchanges. Well, I had tried a while ago to set up an account on crypto.com, and it told me, because of where I am in the US, that I was not eligible to have an account there, and it wouldn't allow me to do verification. So I just wonder, Justin, where are you? What part of are you in the States? What state are you in, if that is the case? Because we all have different regulations. It's sort of like the people in Europe, and originally coming from England myself, I used to think, America's one big country. I feel that each state is almost like its own country. All right, Kuchi says ERC20 based tokens, you can throw them onto most Ethereum compatible wallets. They appear alongside your ETH. Yes. Okay. So things like so for example, like Shiba Inu is an ERC20 based token, right? It works with Ethereum. Whereas I'm trying to think what like something that's like the BEP20 on the Binance Smart Chain. Oh, I can't think of one right now. But again, right, they're built for different ecosystems. The Binance, oh, brilliant. Did you give an example here? I think so. Hang on, the Binance, BNB, BSC, so that's Binance Smart Chain, Pancake-based tokens, you can all throw on the mobile app Trust Wallet. See, I tried to do that. I couldn't do it. The Pancake Swap is a DEX, decentralized exchange, and will let you swap things without needing a centralized exchange like Gate or whoever. So I have to really sit down. I took a few hours to try and do this Trust Wallet with Pancake Swap and didn't succeed. Alternatively, KuCoin's Singapore headquarters probably support a lot of the tokens from Gate if you want to transfer them straight over. You see, I'm not going to use KuCoin. I'm not going to use a VPN. And this is where each person has to do what's right for them. Let's see. I like that. Ibn Moran says, my secret to hodling, firmly believing in and understanding the business case of my coins. Yes, it does. It all goes back to fundamentals. Brilliant point. Stephen Harrison, one of the original crypto angels here. Do you not think the likes of Cardano and Binance Coin cannot grow faster than Ethereum when you look at the size of the market cap? What's your crystal ball? LOL. You see, I do not think... And I've had Cardano before. I did sell my Cardano. I'm going with Ethereum still. I know a lot of people are, some people are like, oh no, Ethereum. I imagine that Cardano will have a part of the ecosystem and Binance, but I still feel that Ethereum is the one. It's sort of like slow and steady wins the race, so to speak. I feel that Ethereum has created, the more I research, the more I look into studying blockchain at large and the internet of blockchains, this whole scope of things and the vision of what it represents. I mean, there is an element, my understanding is there is an element from, I just read recently a brilliant, was it from Ryoshi here? About Shiba, there was we'll go over that another time, but there was talking about Cardano is still centralized to a degree. Polygon is still actually, even I hold Polygon as well, is centralized to a degree. There is a level of compromise that happens to be able to get the speed, that faster finality for the transactions. So I'm sure that Cardano and Binance will take a large part of the market cap. I think that I'm seeing out there people like Kaiser, who was talking about, I'm trying to remember who was talking about it, but I really believe this. Elios Trades, I think, was that Ethereum could go and flip Bitcoin, that it could end up going into the number one spot. And I think after the EIP 1559 and we go into a full scarcity mode of a burn and Ethereum, that maybe, I mean, it could happen in August. And if you look at the charts today, I'm not going to go over it right now, but you can see that Ethereum is right now above the moving average, and Bitcoin is slightly under. And I think Bitcoin, it's not disappearing at all. Supposedly Trump had just said that he thinks that Bitcoin is a scam, and I just don't see how, with so many institutions in there, and what was I going to say? With Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, all these ETFs coming out and all these applications to the SEC for more ETFs for Cardano, for Ethereum. We're still going to have this all around. This is just in my humble opinion. Kuchi says, I'm pretty sure Cardano will take a bite from Ethereum just like Binance has, and BNB can meet Ethereum's price since BNB gets burns on the regular, driving up price. And, so I wonder, with all the regulations coming in and Coinbase wanting to have that bigger chunk of things, and I do the thought I was having last night is that it feels like a financial war that we're in terms of right? I mean, it's an economic war here. And, these are coming from, yes, we see Ethereum is decentralized and it's more global. Binance is meant to be, but really Binance is more based, more Asian based. I would say Ethereum, and this is why I go back to Ethereum succeeding in the long run. It is the most global. It goes off of that principle, that ideal of decentralization, which I think it is important to. Yes, we have an element of centralization, and I use central exchanges. But if we don't have to do the ideal perfectly, but we could get closer to that. Justin saying, over the next few years, I see ADA outpacing all three in terms of growth, followed by BNB and ETH. I wonder. I don't know about that. Justin, I know you have tons of experience and you've been in the space for years. I just wonder why. Maybe you could be specific and let us know why. What are your top 3 reasons for that? And Qigong, I love Qigong as well, Skindan Real. And that is it. So, oh my goodness. So in conclusion here, I wanted to get a video out yesterday and I just couldn't because I was processing the shock of what happened for me with Gate. So as of today, Gate Exchange is working, but I'm still experiencing glitches in it. For those of you who have not been following my channel, and I hope you will follow it now, I am in Scottsdale, Arizona, so I'm under Arizona state law. And it'll be interesting to see what happens. Let everyone keep everyone clued in of if you are on Gate, and I'm not going to be saying go and sign up in the link below for Gate, because I'm not putting the link in this video, and I can't wholeheartedly recommend it after what I went through, and that's really tough because I loved it. So you let me know in the comments, where are you at with things? What do you think? Are you still going to use Gate? And maybe it'll be fine for you. But all right, that's it. I will be bringing you an update. I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on Shiba on another video. I'm trying to remember who it was that they can't stand any of the meme tokens, but I do think that Shiba is. I think Shiba is going to go pretty giant. So more on that soon, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love. I appreciate you very, very much for being here. Thanks for all your support. You've been amazing, and sending you love until the next time.